Hello, Redlo Friends. Welcome back to another episode of the Hello Redlo podcast. I'm your host, Terry Mullen, and I am so happy you're here. If you're new, welcome. Redlo is older spelled backwards, and I'm older. Perhaps you are too, or maybe you're just curious about what I have to say. We talk about all things. I actually started this podcast several years ago with the hope to inspire other women and help them step forward with their life one step at a time. So sit back, listen in. I have a great episode today. Happy Valentine's Day, beautiful souls. I'm sitting here in the quiet of the morning thinking of all of you. This is a shorty episode today, just to let you know that you are seen, you are heard, you are loved, you are valued, and you belong. Yes, you belong wherever you are in the world. And I hope you feel that today. I hope you feel that through the sound of my voice. For some, Valentine's Day can stir up all kinds of weird feelings, right? We feel alone. Maybe you lost someone. Maybe you're single. Maybe you went through a painful divorce. Maybe you have fractured relationships. Or maybe you're happily married. But wherever you are and whatever you're experiencing at this moment in this season of your life, I want you to know that I love you. When I first started my journey of starting my podcast here at Hello Redlo, writing my book, and stepping into the personal growth and development space, I started an Instagram account called Build Your Life with Love. Back then, at that time, I was so nervous and so afraid to be vulnerable, and I was hurting. We were going through a really difficult time. I describe it in my book as the walls came crashing down, emotionally, physically, spiritually, and all that we had really tried to build in our life suddenly just kind of came crashing down. And maybe you've had that moment in your life too. So my mission at that time, to help my own heart, was to reach out and communicate positive, inspirational quotes and thoughts to inspire one other soul somewhere out in the internet. And it became the very beginning of what I'm doing now. And I want to encourage each one of you, whatever that dream or that idea is, just start. There's a spark and a flame that will lead you forward to something else. It will help you step forward and lead you to that goal and that dream. Because as I look back all those years ago at where I was, it's been over 10 years now. Wow, so much has happened in that time. And my life has been rebuilt with love. I've moved forward, I've stepped forward and created a life I love. And my goal is to help you do the same. And on this day, more than anything, I think of the 5 love languages and the book that Gary Chapman wrote all those years ago. When it was written, of course, it really applies to a marriage relationship and the love you give and receive, what makes you feel the most loved. But I think it can be applied in many things in our life, right? How do we feel the most love? And how do we give love to others? For me, it's words of affirmation. I love encouraging others. It lights me up to give compliments and to write notes and to write my posts and to speak it here behind the microphone. But that's also what makes me feel loved, right? How about acts of service? Maybe you're the kind of person that loves doing lots of things for people to help them. You do chores or errands or just do something to make someone else's life easier. You offer a helping hand. Or maybe you're really thoughtful and you love giving that small gift, maybe on Valentine's Day, dropping off a little box of chocolates, even to a neighbor that might be alone. And maybe you're the type of person that just loves having quality time with someone, just sitting and having a wonderful long conversation over a cup of coffee. Or maybe you're the type of person that loves offering a warm hug, that kind embrace that just helps someone feel seen and know that they matter. But whatever it is, these gestures help others feel cherished, and it allows us to connect with one another. So on this day, take a moment and think about what you could do to bless someone else's day, to help them feel seen and heard and loved and valued and reminded that they belong. What can you do for your spouse or your children or your friend or your family member or your neighbor? Whatever that is, this goes beyond just chocolates and flowers. It's speaking words of encouragement. It's a warm smile. It's looking in someone else's eyes and saying hello. It's taking a moment and saying, how was your day? And really listening to their response. It's reaching out to that friend or neighbor who's alone and letting him know that they matter. So keep stepping forward, my friends. Continue to build your life with love and create a life you love. Reach out to others who just might need a little extra love today. Know that you too are seen and heard and loved and valued, and you belong. Until we meet again, may God bless you and happy Valentine's Day.